As many of us know, virtual reality is starting to become the next big thing in terms of gaming. And we all know that, we have a lot of virtual reality entertainment consoles that are out now. And we have the HTC Vive, we got the PlayStation VR, we got the Oculus Rift. All those virtual reality systems are very impressive, but they're also very expensive. As many of us know, the HTC Vive, it made its debut back in April of this year, and we know that after it was released, it was really expensive in America. It was approximately $800 plus tax. And then you look at the Oculus, and you look at the PlayStation VR, and you see like a huge price difference between the HTC Vive, the PlayStation VR, and the Oculus Rift. On average, when the Oculus Rift was released, it was around $600, while the PlayStation VR, which was released back, in October of this year, was released for $400, plus approximately $400, plus tax. And you look at those prices, and as of right now, like one of the things that many of us know is that Sony is currently dominating the VR market in terms of sales, because as of right now, I mean, the PlayStation VR made its was just released for a lot less than its competitors. The Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive. Now, with the HTC Vive, it's only been out for, I don't think, even a full year yet, but there's talk of an HTC Vive 2 being released sometime in 2017. The code name for the HTC Vive 2 right now is Oasis, and one of the things that we know about the HTC Vive 2 is that it's supposed to feature a 4K resolution. Now, in terms of sales, I mean, it's since its release, the HTC Vive One has sold at least 100,000 units worldwide, but a lot of people probably didn't expect it to have another HTC Vive, HTC Vive Two, as soon as it's been announced. Um, but the thing is, will the HTC Vive 2 be priced around the same price or at a lesser price than what the original HTC Vive was? Because it being priced really high is probably one of the reasons why PlayStation VR and Oculus Rift are actually leading in terms of market shares and all that, and why Sony is so dominant in that market. Or so it's just a matter of what to expect, and what can we expect in terms of prices, what we're going to see, whether or not the HTC Vive 2 is going to have something that's more appealing to the original HTC Vive that was released earlier this year. Also, with the PlayStation VR, just coming out, how is it going to affect the sales if the HTC Vive 2 is more expensive than the VR? Will the price for the Vive 2 drop a little bit? Will it stay the same? Will it sell more than the original one during its first week? We have yet to see that, but along with the potential release of the HTC Vive 2, because an official release date has not been confirmed yet, it's going to be interesting because there's supposed to be a lot of big releases in regards to technology. And 2017 as of right now looks like to be a very exciting year. But in terms of sales, I mean, some people would say, oh, the HTC Vive 2 probably was not as successful as some of its competitors, while others would think, oh, well, it's perfectly fine, considering the fact that the virtual reality experience is something that's fairly new, and it's something that people are still trying to get used to. The fact that they're coming out with a HTC Vive 2 is very exciting, especially considering the fact that, it hasn't really been a full year yet. But with the HTC Vive 2, we're definitely going to get that 4K resolution, and hopefully there's going to be so many other great features that that's going to be included in this new product. But hopefully, it'll be priced for a little bit less than the original. If not, hopefully it'll sell as much as the original, if not even more.